So, while I was out eating ramen earlier today, a completely random idea struck me. Mostly because I had some friends messaging me. They were completely new players, by the way, so they're not like super established into the game or anything. But one guy literally started the game and instantly bought Fina because he thought she was absolutely adorable, and hey, I don't blame him. So he was struggling a little bit with the higher levels for exploration, specifically because it's one of the only pieces of content in the game that actually cares about element. So if you've never seen this chart before, basically water beats fire, fire beats wind, wind beats lightning, and lightning beats water. And the damage bonus for having an elemental advantage is literally 400%. And because my friend doesn't have that many characters leveled, but he has Fina, it kind of gave me an idea and something I wanted to try. So I kind of went on a little bit of an experiment, and I think it went pretty well. Because Fina has access to effectively what is 4 elements, if you have enough attack and you build Serenity on top of it, I figured that you kind of could just let Fina sit there and just AFK, as long as you have the DOT field open on the correct element. So with my Fina here being very roughly built, I feel like we can start seeing the potential of how much Fina can actually help with AFK farming in situations like these. There's also the fact that I'm not using any support partners here, so I feel like the AFK farming potential here is rather quite high. And also this will work very well on the Nachtjäger manuals as well, because it's one of the only content, again, that actually cares about elements. So how this one works is effectively, for example, you want to farm Misty Veil. Misty Veil itself is a water element wedge, so all the enemies here are going to be water type, so you want to have the lightning field active. Or for example, if you want the Ravaging Thunder here, all the enemies would be lightning element, and thus all you need to do is activate the wind element aura and boom. One of the nicest things about doing this in particular is the fact that Fina's aura range is actually not massive, which generally just means that the defeated enemies will never really have a chance to drop their items outside of Bro Boxy's pickup range. Because sometimes I find that to be a little bit of an issue when I'm farming using like Rebecca or something with like a much larger skill radius. Sometimes when you're farming those wedges and then the Permander kind of just dies outside of the range, you know, you kind of just don't get the drop. And it could be a little annoying sometimes for AFK farming, but maybe that's just a me problem. So overall, I feel like maybe in the future, when someone super builds up like a mega Fina, they could probably easily AFK farm every single piece of content in the game using Fina. But I feel like as of what I have right now, it's still pretty solid, but to farm some of the more difficult content in the game, for example, she might need a little bit more help from some AI partners. But yeah, what do you all think? It's kind of an interesting idea, I feel like, and I kind of wanted to push this concept and line of thought out in case any of you have really cool ideas of what we can do with Fina. So what do you think? I'll be looking forward to seeing your discussions in the comment section below. And other than that, hope you're all having fun, best of luck with farming Fina, take care of yourself, and don't forget to smile! I'll see you very soon.